Thank you. Amy's kidney transplant surgery was successful. She should be healthy now.
That's great. I don't seem to have any problems either. They said I just need to stay in the hospital for a few days for post-operative observation, and then I can be discharged.
Oh, is that so? Well, make sure you pay your own hospital bill when you're discharged.
What? I have to pay my own bill?
Oh, what's with that reaction? Don't tell me you expect us to pay for it. You want your parents, who have been supporting Amy through her long illness, to pay for your hospital stay, too?
It's not about making you pay. I just thought that's how it worked. I was hospitalized to donate a kidney to Amy.
My goodness, how condescending! Your sister Amy has suffered from congenital kidney disease since she was little, going through so much pain, and you're saying you were hospitalized to donate to her? Who do you think you are?
What?
I don't like your attitude or your words, making those who are suffering from illness and those supporting them pay. You should be paying Amy's full amount too.
I have to pay for Amy's hospital stay too?
You're Amy's twin sister, right? As twins, you should share everything equally. Amy has suffered so much because of her illness. You can at least cover the hospital bills.
Yes, Amy is my only twin sister. That's why I agreed to the kidney transplant. But paying for everything is...
So stingy over mere money. You're perfectly healthy and can work normally, so what's the big deal? Your sister Amy can't work because of her illness.
Fine, I'll pay for both my and Amy's hospital bills.
You should have said that from the beginning. You've always been so cheeky, unlike Amy.
By the way, could you bring my phone charger from home? I seem to have forgotten it in my room.
Huh?
I left it in my room. You're coming to visit the hospital tomorrow, right? Could you bring it then?
Why should we do that? Yes, we're coming to the hospital, but that's to visit Amy. We don't have even a second to spare to visit your room.
What?
If you have time to play with your phone, just lie down quietly, then get discharged quickly and go back to work. We'll need ongoing costs for medication and treatment, so you need to earn plenty for Amy's sake.
I see. So you won't even bring my charger. I understand now.
Don't make me out to be the bad guy here. Amy needs our full attention right now.
And I just had major surgery to save her life.
There you go again, making yourself sound so important. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Never mind. I'll ask a nurse if they have a spare charger I can borrow.
Good. Focus on getting better so you can get back to work. Medical bills don't pay themselves.
Will you at least tell Amy I said hello? I haven't been able to see her since the surgery.
She needs rest, not visitors disturbing her, even if it's you.
But I'm not just any visitor. I'm her twin sister who just gave her a kidney.
All the more reason you should understand she needs peace and quiet. Stop being so selfish for once.
I'm not being selfish. I just want to know how she's doing.
She's doing fine. Better than you, actually. The doctors are very impressed with how well she's recovering. They said the kidney was a perfect match, as expected from twins.
That's good to hear. I'm glad the surgery was successful.
Yes, and now she can finally live a normal life. After all these years of suffering, my poor Amy deserves some happiness.
We all deserve happiness, Mom.
Some more than others. You wouldn't understand what Amy's been through.
Hey, Sophie, transfer some spending money to me.
Spending money?
I'm getting discharged today, so I want to go out for drinks with Mom to celebrate. Since it's a special occasion, I want to drink some good alcohol, so give me $500.
Getting discharged is great news, but alcohol can be hard on the body. Let's skip it. I'll cook something special to celebrate. Why don't we eat at home tonight?
What? What do you think I got a kidney transplant for? I finally got a healthy kidney, so I can start drinking whenever I want.
The doctor said it too, right? The transplant doesn't mean you're completely cured. I even donated an organ, so I hope you'll take care of it.
What's with that condescending attitude?
Huh?
Who do you think you are? Just because you donated an organ? What I do with what I've received is up to me. Don't act all high and mighty telling me to take care of it.
My choice? I donated an important organ. It's only natural that you should be grateful and take good care of it.
So annoying. Sophie, you've always been like this. Even when you did my homework when I was sick or took class notes for me, you've always been so self-righteous and annoying.
That's not what
It's the same with this kidney transplant. We're twin sisters, so it's only natural to help each other. Of course you should give me a kidney. But you keep acting like you did me some big favor with the transplant.
I've never acted that way, but I also don't want to be taken for granted. Would it hurt to say thank you once in a while?
Huh? Wanting to be thanked is so fake and gross.
What?
You are ruining my good mood on the day I'm finally discharged. Actually, I can't stand the thought of living with you. You're so annoying, always acting like you saved my life. Can you move out before I get discharged?
Are you serious? After everything I've done for you?
See, there you go again. After everything I've done for you. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I just gave you a kidney. I think that deserves at least some basic respect.
Basic respect would be not constantly bringing it up. It's like you want me to bow down to you every day for the rest of my life.
I've never asked for that. I just don't want to be treated like a walking ATM and organ donor with no feelings.
Oh, please, don't be so dramatic. Nobody's treating you that way.
Aren't you? Amy just asked me for $500 so you could go drinking, which isn't even good for your new kidney. And when I suggested an alternative, you both attacked me.
Because your alternative was just another way for you to control me. I've been controlled by this disease my entire life. I just want to be free.
Being responsible with your health isn't the same as being controlled by it.
Easy for you to say when you've always been healthy. You have no idea what it's like.
Okay, I'll leave.
Never show your face again.
All right, I tried my best to support you and our parents, but I never got any thanks. Instead, I was treated poorly. I've reached my limit, too.
I told you, it's only natural not to be thanked. We're family, so helping each other is expected. Don't expect gratitude, you phony.
I'll pack my things and leave right away. Take care of yourself.
We don't need your fake concern either.
It's not fake. Despite everything, I do care about you.
If you cared, you wouldn't be abandoning us like this.
I'm not abandoning you. You're kicking me out, remember?
Only because you're impossible to live with.
Because I suggested we not go drinking when you just had a kidney transplant?
Because you're always judging me and trying to control what I do.
I'm just trying to look out for you and the kidney I donated.
There it is again, the kidney I donated. Just go already.
I'm going. I hope someday you realize that I only ever wanted the best for you.
Yeah, whatever. Just leave your key on the table on your way out. Come back home right now and give me your kidney again.
You suddenly contact me and say something ridiculous? I only have one kidney left, so I can't give it to you.
So you don't care what happens to me? This means I'll be on dialysis for the rest of my life. You're okay with your twin sister living like that?
Why do you need dialysis? I gave you my kidney so you wouldn't have to.
Well, your kidney is useless now. It quickly deteriorated and doesn't work anymore.
What did you say? The doctor said my kidney was extremely healthy when I donated it. How did it deteriorate so much in just 6 months?
How should I know? I was just living happily, drinking alcohol every day and eating whatever I wanted when this suddenly happened.
What? You were repeatedly told to be careful about your diet after the surgery.
But I got a healthy kidney. I should be able to handle a bit of indulgent eating.
Don't tell me you stopped taking your medicine too. Did you keep your regular hospital visits and take your medication?
Of course I stopped as soon as I was discharged. I finally had a healthy body, so I didn't need hospitals or medicine anymore.
You're kidding. This makes my donation completely meaningless. What a stupid thing to do.
Stupid?
A kidney transplant doesn't mean you're completely cured. You were told that multiple times by both the doctor and me. Whether my healthy kidney would last depended on your lifestyle, but thanks to your idiotic behavior, my kidney and the surgery were all for nothing.
But I just wanted to live a normal life like everyone else.
If you had lived a normal life, a healthy kidney wouldn't deteriorate so rapidly. What kind of lifestyle were you living?
I was just eating all the things I'd been forbidden before. Ramen, alcohol, fruit. I thought since I had a healthy kidney, I could eat them. I thought I could indulge after all the self-restraint.
If you only ate restricted foods, of course it would deteriorate. The doctor must be furious.
More than furious. They told me not to come back if I wasn't serious about getting better.
That doctor is actually being kind by getting angry. I'm sorry, but no matter how much you beg, I can't donate again. You'll have to continue dialysis and wait quietly for another donor.
Don't say that. Do you have any idea how much dialysis costs?
How much? I think you should qualify for disability benefits with dialysis treatment. That should expand your insurance coverage and reduce treatment costs.
Then you pay for all of it.
Me?
I'm unemployed because of my illness, so you should pay for my treatment, just like before. Your twin sister is in trouble. Of course you'll help me, right?
Well, I don't have a sister anymore.
What?
The day you told me to leave the house after I donated my kidney to you, from that day on, I decided to live as if I don't have a sister. So I won't help Amy anymore. Please find a way to pay for your treatment yourself.
No way. You're abandoning your only sister?
Says the person who kicked out her only sister.
That's...
When I lived at home, I actively helped with medical expenses, but I've moved out now. And Amy, you could at least do part-time or remote work. Try to make some effort on your own.
Effort? I'm sick. I am suffering every day because of my illness, and you're telling me to make more effort? How can you be so cruel?
I suffered every day, too. Our parents only doted on their sick twin daughter, never paid attention to me, just took my salary and didn't even thank me, called me fake. How can you be so cruel to someone who has done so much for you?
Well, that's...
Not only was I not thanked, I was kicked out and treated so poorly, and now you want me to help again? No way. I will absolutely never help you again.
Wait, Sophie... So you're abandoning me? It's not fair that you get to be healthy and enjoy life while I suffer.
Before blaming me, why don't you ask our parents? They've always been by your side, so they won't abandon you. Maybe they'll even donate a kidney to you. Take care of yourself.
You can't be serious after everything we've been through together.
Everything you've been through? What about me? I've spent my entire life in your shadow, always the afterthought.
That's not true. Everyone has always loved you more because you're so perfect and healthy.
Is that what you really think? Mom and Dad have always prioritized you. Always. I was just the cash cow and spare parts donor.
You're being dramatic. They love us both equally.
Then why did they make me pay for both our hospital bills? Why did they refuse to even bring my phone charger when I was recovering from surgery?
That's just because they were worried about me.
And they weren't worried about me? I had major surgery too.
It's different. You were healthy before and after. I've been sick my whole life.
And that gives you the right to treat me like garbage?
I never treated you like garbage.
You literally kicked me out of the house after I gave you my kidney.
I was just emotional that day. I didn't mean it.
Well, I'm emotional today, and I do mean it when I say I'm done with this one-sided relationship.
Please, Sophie, I really need you. I don't have anyone else.
You should have thought about that before you threw me away like I was nothing.
Sophie, why won't you help Amy? Your twin sister is sick again and in trouble. You could at least pay for her treatment.
I just can't. Dialysis is covered by insurance, and she might even qualify for disability benefits. That would minimize out-of-pocket costs for you and Dad. I'm sure you can manage without my help.
That's impossible. Your father and I don't have any savings left, and we're not old enough to receive pensions yet.
What? You have no savings?
It all disappeared with Amy's recent hospitalization. Her kidney deteriorated and she needed emergency admission, and it happened while we were on vacation in Hawaii.
She collapsed during vacation?
We splurged on it as a celebration of her recovery. We couldn't go on family vacations all this time because of her treatment. What's wrong with going to Hawaii once? But then the hospital charged us outrageous prices. The private room was $300 a night, more expensive than a hotel.
Wow, she was in a really expensive private room.
Well, it was the quietest room with the most comfortable atmosphere. Amy has always been a sensitive child. It's only natural to request a suitable private room.
Did you request that private room?
Of course, otherwise they would have put her in a noisy shared room.
Then it's only natural they charged you for it. Private rooms requested by patients cost money, while those assigned by the hospital for medical reasons are free.
But $300 a night is ridiculous.
Like hotels, hospitals set their own room rates. You must have signed a consent form during admission, right?
Of course I did, but there are so many admission documents you can't possibly read and sign each one.
I see.
They threatened to sue if we didn't pay, so we had no choice. The 1-month stay, including meals, cost $10,000.
That much?
Our family didn't have much savings to begin with, and what little we had was all spent on that hospital bill.
Mom stayed as a housewife to be with Amy, and Dad worked part-time in a bar so he couldn't be home more.
So you have to help us, but you're cruelly abandoning us.
When you put it that way, I still can't do it. My heart is tired from everything.
What? So what are you saying we should do? Let Amy go without proper treatment?
Why don't you and Dad donate a kidney to Amy?
What?
Wouldn't that be better than ongoing dialysis? Amy gets a kidney from you or Dad, and this time she takes care of it. Then all three of you would have time to work, and you could manage together.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Who would do something as scary as a kidney transplant?
Excuse me?
Your father and I absolutely refuse to do that. We'd have to cut open our stomachs for a kidney transplant, and we just can't do that.
You made me undergo a kidney transplant, but you refuse to do it yourselves? That's a bit...
Oh, you were fine. You were young. But your father and I are older. What if something went wrong when they cut open our stomachs?
Nothing would happen. If you're that worried to take out a large insurance policy, I'm sure your beloved Amy would be happy.
What?
I'm speechless. I did everything I could. I devoted myself to Amy and the family, but from now on, I won't do anything or get involved. Goodbye.
Wait, Sophie, don't hang up!
What else is there to say? You've made your position perfectly clear.
Oh, but what about Amy? She's your sister!
And she's your daughter. Your responsibility, not mine.
How can you be so cold, after all we've done for you?
What exactly have you done for me, Mom? Name one thing.
We raised you! We put a roof over your head, food in your stomach!
That's the bare minimum parents are supposed to do. And in return, I give you my salary and my kidney. I think we're more than even.
This isn't about keeping score, this is about family!
Family goes both ways. I was family when you needed my kidney and my money, but I wasn't family when I needed a phone charger or when Amy wanted to kick me out.
Well, that was different. Amy was emotional after her surgery.
And now I'm emotional after being used and discarded. Funny how that works.
Please, Sophie, we really have nowhere else to turn.
I'm sure you'll figure something out. You always do when it comes to Amy.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
It means you've always moved heaven and earth for her, but never lifted a finger for me. So I'm sure you'll find a way to help her that doesn't involve me.
Oh, you're being so unfair.
No, what's unfair is expecting me to keep sacrificing for people who don't appreciate it. I'm done. Goodbye, Mom.
Help me, Sophie, you're all I have left. Mom and Dad abandoned me. They told me to figure things out on my own and kicked me out.
What did you say?
When I asked Mom and Dad for a kidney transplant, they said they were too scared and absolutely refused. They also said they couldn't pay for my treatment anymore and suddenly kicked me out. They said it was my fault.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
It's so cruel. They told me to shut up because I'm sick. They said this kidney failure was self-inflicted, so I should handle it myself. They were so kind all this time, but suddenly they became very cold.
What a complete reversal! They made me give money and a kidney, but as parents, they're incredibly pathetic.
So please help me. I'll figure out the treatment costs myself, but at least let me stay at your place. You're all I have left.
I'm sorry, Amy. No matter how much you beg, that's impossible.
What?
I told you before, I don't have a sister anymore. I don't want to be involved with you. Don't want to see your face.
I'll apologize for everything I said and did before, so please don't abandon me. We're the only twin sisters we have.
Like I said, I don't have a sister anymore. You're just a doppelganger who looks like me, so.
You can't be serious.
Take care. Try to live a long life. If you can get another transplant, make sure you take good care of it this time.
Please, Sophie, I'm desperate. I have nowhere to go.
That sounds like a personal problem to me.
How can you be so cold? We shared a womb together.
And yet, you had no problem throwing me out of our shared home.
I was wrong, okay? I admit it. I was selfish and ungrateful, and I took you for granted.
Yes, you did. All of you did.
I know that now. I learned my lesson the hard way.
Some lessons come too late.
Please, I am begging you. I'll do anything. I'll get a job. I'll pay rent. I'll never ask you for money.
You said that last time too. I'll get a job. I'll contribute. But you never did.
This time is different. I promise.
Your promises don't mean anything to me anymore.
What can I do to prove it to you? Tell me and I'll do it.
There's nothing you can do. That bridge is burned. I've moved on with my life, and you need to do the same.
But how? I'm on dialysis. I have no money, no home, no family.
There are shelters. There are social workers who can help you apply for benefits. There are resources out there if you're willing to look for them.
It won't be enough. You know how expensive medical care is.
I do know. I paid for plenty of it over the years.
So you're really going to let me die?
You're not going to die. You're going to be on dialysis, which millions of people live with. It's not ideal, but it's not a death sentence either.
It feels like one to me.
Maybe that's because you've spent your whole life being told that you're special and fragile and everyone needs to bend over backward for you. Welcome to the real world, Amy. From what I've heard, my sister Amy is undergoing dialysis while on welfare. She goes to the hospital 3 times a week, and each dialysis session takes several hours. Because of this, she can't travel and lives quietly alone. As for my parents who kicked Amy out, they become known as cold-hearted parents who abandoned their seriously ill daughter and are now avoided by relatives and neighbors. Occasionally, I get messages from them saying, "We're struggling financially because we devoted too much to Amy. Please help us." But I never reply. Listen, Mom, guess what? My boyfriend finally proposed to me. Congratulations, Sarah. This is such wonderful news. I knew you'd been dating someone, but I never imagined you'd get engaged so soon. I'm so happy for you, sweetheart. Yeah, well, it finally happened. Oh, and I'm really looking forward to meeting him. Huh? Looking forward to what? Who said I'd introduce you to my precious fiancé? What do you mean? Of course you'll introduce us. You're getting married, right? Shouldn't you introduce me to him as your mother? It's only natural that families meet before getting married. Natural? There's nothing natural about this situation. I don't understand what you're saying, Sarah. What's wrong with wanting to meet your future husband? I would have introduced him right away if I had a normal mother, but you are not normal, so I won't. What? Sarah, what are you talking about? How am I not normal? Do you really need me to spell it out for you? It's embarrassing having an old hag who is about to retire as my mother. How could I introduce you to him? What? Sarah, that's a terrible thing to say. I'm your mother, regardless of my age. I noticed last time I visited, you already have gray hair, don't you? You're not even like a mother anymore. You're like a grandmother. It's laughable. My gray hair bothers you that much? Are you saying you don't like that I have gray hair? Then I'll go dye it right away if that helps. That's not the problem. Dyeing your hair won't fix anything. The problem is that you're an old hag with gray hair. It's embarrassing having a 65-year-old hag as my mother. I don't want him to meet you. What? Sarah, please don't talk to me like this. I'm still your mother who loves you. None of my peers have mothers who are already retired. My boyfriend's mother is still in her 40s. She's a whole generation younger than you. You can't blame me for my age, Sarah. I had you when I was 40. Your father and I tried for years to have a baby. And that's exactly the problem. Now that I'm an adult, I understand. Having a baby at 40 is just stupid. You don't have the energy to raise kids properly. You stand out among all the young moms. You're just a stupid old hag. You're really the worst mom. That's not true. I had plenty of energy to raise you. I worked hard to give you everything you needed. Everything I needed? What I needed was a normal young mother. Not some ancient woman who looked like everyone else's grandmother at school events. I did my best to be a good mother to you, Sarah. Your best wasn't good enough. You really are the worst mother ever. The absolute worst. How can you say such cruel things to me? Because it's the truth. Dad died in an accident when I was little, so I only had this old hag as a mother. What a pitiful life I've had. I am marrying my boyfriend to escape from this miserable life, so don't interfere with my marriage, you old hag. Sarah, how can you say such things to your mother? As an adult, don't you understand the risks that come with older pregnancies? But your father and I still wanted to meet you. We wanted you so badly. Well, I never wanted to meet an old hag mother like you. I knew I lost the parent lottery the moment I was born and started crying. Sarah! So, I'm absolutely not introducing my boyfriend to you. If you really want me to introduce you, get plastic surgery or something and make yourself 20 years younger. Then maybe I'll consider it. Sarah, please think about what you're saying. I understand how ashamed you are of me, and that breaks my heart. But is this really okay? If you don't introduce me, won't your boyfriend and his parents wonder about it? Won't they ask questions? That's fine, because I've already told them you're dead. What? What did you just say? You heard me correctly. I thought this might happen, so I told them both my parents died in an accident. Now I'm a poor, lonely orphan. Being pitiful gets me sympathy from my boyfriend and his parents. What a terrible lie! Saying your living mother is dead. That really hurts me deeply. I don't care how much it hurts you, you old hag. Your skin is wrinkled. Your body is weak. I don't care if some useless, wrinkly old woman gets hurt. What? I'm your mother. I raised you. I sacrificed for you. So don't worry about us anymore. As I'm getting married, don't get involved with me anymore, you ghost old hag. Not get involved anymore? You mean you're cutting ties? You're not serious about this, are you? Sarah, you can't mean that. Of course I am. It would be bad if your existence was discovered. So I'm cutting ties starting today. No way. You can just throw away all my stuff at home. Please, don't do this, Sarah. Goodbye forever, you old hag. Sarah, please. Well then, Mom, take care.
Hello there, I'm Michael, and I'm marrying Sarah. You must be her aunt, right? It's so nice to finally meet you.
Huh?
I've heard so much about you from Sarah. Oh, I was really moved by your story. Losing your older sister and brother-in-law in that tragic accident was sad enough, but then providing all the living expenses for their remaining daughter, that's really admirable.
Me being an aunt? What? Did Sarah say that?
Yes, exactly. I heard from her that she's been an orphan since childhood because of her parents' tragic death, but she was able to go to college and build a life because of you.
Huh?
You've been supporting her financially without asking for anything in return, right? Even for a niece, what you've done is amazing. You must have such a generous heart and financial affordability. I really respect that kind of selfless dedication to family.
No, that's not right. I need to tell you something important. I'm not her aunt. I'm her mother.
Oh, I see. So you treat her like your own daughter rather than just a niece. That makes me respect you even more. That level of care and love is truly exceptional.
What?
I was so touched by your story when Sarah told me. So, actually, since we're going to be family soon, I have a favor to ask. Could you lend about $5,000 to me, too?
Excuse me? You want me to lend you money? But we've literally just met!
You see, I have a bit of a situation. I lost big at the horse races last weekend. I got so excited about the engagement that I got carried away and bet all my savings. Now I'm completely broke and can't even pay this month's rent and expenses.
Are you kidding me? You want to mooch off me, and you're a gambler?
Please don't put it so harshly. I'm gonna marry Sarah, and you're like family to me now, right? So please take care of me a little, just until I get back on my feet.
What?
Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to ask you something else. How much inheritance does Sarah actually have from her parents? I'm hoping for at least $500,000.
What's your intention in asking that? Are you actually after Sarah's inheritance? Is that what this is all about?
No. It's nothing like that. I just want to know as her future husband. It's normal for spouses to discuss finances, right? As a husband, I should know about our family's financial situation.
As her husband, I see.
But Sarah won't tell me anything about her financial situation. Since she won't say, she must be hoarding quite a fortune. She's not a big spender, so she's probably saved it all up.
I wonder about that. This is all very interesting.
Your reaction tells me you definitely know something. Please, at least give me a hint. How much inheritance did her parents leave when they died in that accident?
Well, roughly speaking, there should be several $100,000, I guess.
Several $100,000? Hoo-hoo-hoo! That's fantastic news! I knew Sarah was being modest about her wealth. Thank you so much for telling me.
You're welcome.
And with that information, please also consider that $5,000 loan I mentioned. We're planning the wedding soon, so you can even bring it as a wedding gift. Please continue to look after the married couple.
What the hell are you doing here? Why are you at the wedding? I didn't invite any old hags from geriatric pregnancies. Sorry, Sarah. No matter what you say, a mother is still a mother. I at least wanted to see you one last time before disappearing from your life forever. I don't care about your sentimental garbage. Just go home. There's no seat for old hags here. If some strange old woman is at the venue, everyone will panic and wonder who you are. I'm not asking to stay for the whole ceremony. Can we at least meet one last time? There's something I really need to tell you. What, is an old hag like you going to try some final emotional manipulation? Some last-ditch effort to guilt me into keeping you in my life? That won't work on me at all. It's not about that, Sarah. Anyway, please, just let me in. I'll leave after I finish talking with you. Shut up, you gray-haired hag! If you're in the venue, the floor will be covered with your disgusting gray hairs. It'll ruin everything. Huh? Sarah, please listen to me. Stop complaining and go home, you geriatric pregnancy hag. Don't embarrass me any more than you already have just by existing. I'm trying to protect you from making a terrible mistake. The only mistake I made was being born to an ancient mother like you. Now get out of here before people start asking questions. Are you really sure about this? Huh? Yes, I'm sure. Get lost and never come back. Fine, I understand. Then enjoy your happiness with that inheritance-hunting man. He has about $200,000 in debt, by the way. But I won't say anything more since you don't want to listen. What? What did you just say? Inheritance hunting? And $200,000 in debt? What are you talking about? What are you suddenly saying? Well then, be happy with your choice. I don't know anything anymore. Have a wonderful wedding. What is this all about? I confronted Michael and you were right. He admitted to the debt. Just like you said, he has $200,000 in debt. How long have you known about this? I didn't even know about this at all as his girlfriend. I had no idea until very recently. I only found out after Michael contacted me under suspicious circumstances, so I decided to investigate him. That's when I discovered the debt and much more. Suspicious contact? What? You mean he contacted you? Even though I told him you were dead? Don't you remember your own story? You said both parents died in an accident, but to make that story work logically, you had to create an explanation for how you survived as a child. I don't understand what you're getting at. You made me your aunt, Sarah. I was supposedly the sister of the deceased couple, playing the role of your benefactor and guardian. According to your story, I was the loving aunt who took in her orphaned niece and supported her financially through college and beyond. He said he respected me for supporting my niece without any expectation of compensation. Oh God, I forgot about that part of the story. I needed an explanation for how I survived after my parents allegedly died, so I came up with that elaborate backstory. Michael remembered that story very well. And he believed it? He actually thought you were my aunt? He was very convincing about how moved he was by my sacrifice. He said if the aunt supports her niece so much, surely I could take care of him too as the future son-in-law. He hit me up for $5,000 even though we'd supposedly never met before. What? Wait, he asked you as much as $5,000? That's outrageous! Even if you were my aunt, that would be completely inappropriate. It gets worse. He said I should take care of him like a son-in-law and continue to financially support both of you after marriage. And then he even started asking about your financial situation, very directly, without any shame. What? He asked you directly about my money? What exactly did he want to know? He wanted to know how much inheritance you received when your parents supposedly died. What? He actually asked you about something like that? Yes, he was very persistent about it. When you wouldn't tell him about your finances, he figured you were hiding something from him, and the generous aunt would know all the details. He was so interested in maintaining a relationship with the family. That's very suspicious behavior, right? That's why I immediately hired a private investigator to look into his background. What? You actually hired a private investigator? Yes, and I found out he has $200,000 in debt. He's just a pathetic man, so I just had to tell you that. Oh my god, you should have told me sooner about all of this. I would never marry a man with $200,000 in debt who's just using me for money. Of course, I wanted to tell you sooner, Sarah. I tried calling you multiple times over the past week, but you never answered when I called. I was avoiding your calls because I didn't want to deal with your drama. That's exactly why I came to the wedding venue today. It was my last chance to warn you before you made a terrible mistake. But you just kicked me out and called me names. That's... You're terrible for how you've treated me, but Michael is just as bad for how he's using you. In a way, you're perfect for each other. You both lie and manipulate to get what you want.
Sarah's aunt! No, I mean mother! I had no idea. I didn't know you were still alive. I'm so sorry for all of this. Please forgive me.
So now you know the truth about who I really am. Sorry for involving you in my daughter's stupid lie. I feel terrible about this whole misunderstanding. But even so, please, you have to take care of my daughter. I'm cutting ties with her because of my age and everything else, but please continue to stay by her side.
Please don't say such lonely things. If you disappear, she'll truly be an orphan. Her lie will become reality. Cutting ties over something like this seems too harsh. I mean, I heard about the whole geriatric pregnancy thing from her, but honestly, I don't care about that at all.
Michael, really?
Age is just a number, right? What matters is character. And you seem like a wonderful person who raised, let's say, challenging daughter.
That's unexpectedly mature of you.
So let's forget about cutting ties completely. Please come back to the venue right now. We can fix this whole situation together. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble too. It's meaningless for me if Sarah is left alone without family.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Why would it be meaningless?
Well, you said her assets were several $100,000, right? Sarah lied about various things, but what you said about her financial situation was true, wasn't it?
Ah, so we're back to talking about money. So you remember that conversation well. Actually, that inheritance information I gave you was correct. You're very focused on this topic.
I knew it! I could tell from your reaction that Sarah really does have that money! Then let's definitely not cut ties with your daughter and son-in-law. Let's get along as a happy family instead! Please, take care of me as your son-in-law. And since we're gonna be family, please lend me about $300,000?
What? $300,000? That's quite an increase from the $5,000 you asked for before.
You investigated my debt situation, right? Then I'll be completely honest with you. Please help me pay off my debt so I can start fresh with Sarah!
How honest you are about this. But I heard you have about $200,000 in debt. How does that become asking for $300,000?
Actually, I wasn't completely truthful before. I'm not the only one with debt problems in my family.
What?
My parents also have some financial issues. They actually bought a new luxury car without telling me, selfishly hoping their son's girlfriend will pay off, and bought a $100,000 car.
What? A $100,000 car?
So we're really in trouble! I've been scolded by my parents saying, what are we gonna do with these payments if there's no inheritance from her? I had no idea this would happen either. You're the only one who we can rely on.
What? So your entire family is in debt?
So, please, lend me $300,000. I promise I won't care about the geriatric pregnancy thing at all, and I'll even call you Mom affectionately. I've even prepared a special seat at the wedding venue, front row VIP, right next to where my parents are sitting. So please come to the venue right now.
I'm sorry, Michael. I don't need a VIP seat, and please handle the $300,000 debt yourself. I won't change my mind about cutting ties with my daughter.
No way! If you cut ties with Sarah, how will I access her inheritance?
That sounds like your problem to solve.
Everyone makes mistakes! I can change! Please don't abandon us now when we need family support the most!
Well then, excuse me. Please be happy with my daughter, Sarah. You two deserve each other. Help me, Mom! Please, you have to help me! He's saying he's going to sue me! Oh my, what happened? Didn't you just finish your wedding ceremony a few hours ago? The ceremony was cancelled right after our last conversation. Everything fell apart. He said there's no point in marrying me if there's no inheritance. He says we were deceived and he's demanding compensation. That's quite a dramatic turn of events. It's a nightmare. I never said I was rich. Michael and his parents just misunderstood everything. So demanding compensation is horrible, isn't it? And saying there's no point in marrying me. He didn't love me at all. He just wanted money. Well, your lies were pretty bad too, Sarah. Both sides are at fault here. Just apologize to each other and end it peacefully. If it could end that simply, it wouldn't have gotten this complicated. Not only are they demanding compensation for emotional damages, but they want me to pay all the wedding expenses too. Why do I have to go through this financial nightmare? What? All the wedding expenses too? That seems legally questionable. We've been in negotiations since the ceremony was cancelled, but they're coming at me with Michael's parents, 3 people against just me. It's not fair. His mother is particularly vicious. She keeps saying I'm a fraud and a liar who tricked their precious son. What does Michael say during these confrontations? He just sits there and lets his parents attack me. He won't defend me at all. So please, Mom, come help me right now. You want me to come help you negotiate with them? That's right. Your daughter is being forced to pay a massive amount of money by 3 people. You can't ignore that as a mother, right? You'll fight alongside your daughter, won't you? That's interesting. As a mother. How can you say such a thing? You made fun of my geriatric pregnancy and treated your mother like an old hag, and now you're being so convenient with your words. Well, I was stressed about the wedding. I know I made mistakes, but this is an emergency. I need my mother right now. I won't help you, Sarah. Of course I won't go to the venue either. What? So you're abandoning your daughter when she's in real trouble? When I actually need you? I'm begging you, just this once, please help your daughter. That daughter told me never to come to the venue. You said there was no place for old hags at your wedding. I helped you for all these years, and you repaid me by calling me names and pretending I was dead. I think I've done enough. Fine, I was wrong. I was completely wrong about everything. Are you happy now? This isn't about making me happy, Sarah. This is about you learning to treat people with respect. Good luck with your continued negotiations. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Sarah's wedding was officially cancelled, and after extensive negotiations, they agreed to split the wedding expenses 50-50. However, Michael's parents were furious about this. They angrily demanded if the wedding costs were split 50-50, then the new car expenses and their son's debts should also be split 50-50. The discussions are still ongoing. Eventually, they even dragged their friends into it, saying terrible things about each other like, "He's a gambling addict and a terrible man. He's actually violent too." And, "She's a lying, awful woman. She lied about everything. Her parents, her savings, everything. She's probably a fraud." It turned into a messy legal battle with lawyers on both sides, costing several tens of thousands in legal fees. While accumulating more debt and living miserable lives, they continue to fight each other to this day. Ashley, thanks for the housewarming gift. I've been wanting this coffee maker for ages. I'm so happy to get such a nice one.
I'm glad you like it. Julia loves coffee too, so I hope everyone enjoys using it.
Well, a fancy coffee maker like this is too good for my mother-in-law. Instant coffee is good enough for her.
What?
I'm happy our dream home is finally built, but I'm dreading living with my mother-in-law. You have to establish the hierarchy right from the start.
Hierarchy? Well, there shouldn't be ranks within a family.
What are you talking about? The daughter-in-law is above the mother-in-law, obviously.
But didn't Julia pay for the entire house?
Yeah, it was such a help that she paid for everything. Thanks to her, we could build a gorgeous home with a vaulted ceiling, living room, and a home theater. The yard is huge too.
Sounds like a mansion.
It practically is! Over 3,000 square feet with all the upgrades we wanted. We even got imported marble for the kitchen countertops.
That's incredibly generous of her.
She paid for everything, so her existence was useful. Just by offering to let her live with us as the eldest son's family, she happily threw money at us like an idiot. And barely even gave input on the floor plan. She let us do whatever we wanted when I insisted on planning everything alone.
That's a terrible way to talk about someone who gave you money to build a house.
Why? It's just the truth. She was so desperate not to be alone after her husband died that she agreed to everything.
Maybe she just wanted to be close to family. That seems normal after losing a spouse.
Ashley, don't act so high and mighty. You have to use your mother-in-law wisely. That's common sense for any daughter-in-law. Don't be jealous just because I'm the eldest son's wife and that we got a house built for us.
I'm not jealous. I just think that you're being incredibly rude, and I feel sorry for Julia.
Oh, please, save your pity. You know what they say about mother-in-laws. They're just waiting for a chance to criticize everything you do.
Julia doesn't seem like that type at all. She's always been kind whenever I've met her.
It's fine. This is the best way to deal with a mother-in-law. Otherwise, she might try to bully me. Anyway, I need to unpack, so I'll see you later. Once we're settled in, you should definitely come visit our mansion sometime.
I hope you'll at least make Julia feel welcome in her new home.
As long as she stays out of my way and doesn't touch my things, we'll be fine. Besides, Tom agrees with me about everything, so she can't complain to him.
That doesn't sound like a healthy living arrangement.
It's healthy for me. That's what matters. Gotta go now. The movers just showed up with another truck. Bye!
Thank you for the housewarming gift the other day. That stylish coffee maker shows you have excellent taste, Ashley.
No, not at all. I'm just glad you liked it. Living with family must be nice and lively.
Yes, though living together does come with its challenges.
Oh, did something happen?
Well, things aren't quite as I expected. Moving in with my son and daughter-in-law is an adjustment.
I can imagine it takes time for everyone to find their rhythm.
Tom is barely home because of work, and Megan, well, she has her own way of doing things.
That sounds difficult.
Well, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. Could you keep my indoor bench for a while?
Your indoor bench?
Yes, it's the one my husband built for me decades ago. He made it to fit under the window so that I could enjoy looking over the garden when I read. It's not very large, I promise. I'm sorry to ask so suddenly, but it's very compact, so if you could, please.
Wait a minute, what happened exactly? Wasn't that bench really important to you? It's not something you'd casually hand over to someone else, right?
Megan told me to throw it away.
What?
She said it was old-fashioned and doesn't match the modern aesthetic of their new home.
But it's a bench your husband made for you. It has deep personal meaning.
I actually asked them to include a small nook for me to place it when building the house, but when it was finished, there wasn't one. All the windows are French windows, so there's no space for it.
That's terrible.
I thought I could put it in my room instead, but my room is only 6 by 6 feet.
Your room is that tiny?
Yes, it's basically a storage closet. They said it was the only space left after designing all the rooms they wanted.
In a house that big, that's hard to believe.
Even though it's a little small for a bench, I thought I could keep it in my room, but Megan told me not to have that thing in the house. She told me to throw it away immediately.
That's awful. That's just cruel.
She said it was creepy and would bring bad energy into the house. But this bench has so many memories.
Of course it does. I can't believe she'd be so insensitive.
I sit on that bench and read every single day. It's heartbreaking that I can't do that, and I can't bear to throw it away now that it's a memento of my husband.
You and your husband were known in the neighborhood as lovebirds, after all.
So please, I'm begging you. I'll try to convince Megan to let me keep it in my room. Could you just look after it until then?
Well, if that's the situation, I understand. I'll keep it at my place, and you're welcome to come and read anytime.
Really?
Of course. You shouldn't have to give up something so meaningful.
I was afraid I'd have to store it somewhere I couldn't visit regularly.
You have been so kind to me, so please don't hesitate to visit.
Ashley, thank you so much.
Don't mention it, really. You've been generous to us too, like when you gave money to me and my husband, just like you did for your eldest son when they built their house. This is the least I can do.
My husband always said to treat all our children equally. I want to honor his wishes.
And that's how it should be. Family shouldn't play favorites.
I just wish Tom and Megan felt the same way.
In that case, can I come pick it up tomorrow? I'm off work, so I could stop by your house if that's okay.
Of course, I'll be waiting for you tomorrow.
Will you be all right? I mean, living there with them treating you this way.
I'll manage. I'm hoping things will improve once we've all adjusted to living together.
I hope so too. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask.
You're very kind, Ashley. Thank you again for understanding.
Sorry for messaging you suddenly. Do you know where Julia is?
Huh? How should I know? Tom normally leaves for work in the morning, and she should be at home, right?
Well, that's the thing. She's not there. I promised to take her bench, but when I went to your house, no one answered the doorbell. And she's not picking up her phone.
Oh, so she hasn't come back yet.
What?
Maybe she's at the dumpster. I told her I threw away that annoying bench, and she rushed out first thing this morning to retrieve it.
What? How could you do something so horrible? Throwing away someone else's property is unbelievable.
What's wrong with managing things in my own house? That thing deserved to be thrown out.
Your house? Julia paid for the entire thing.
So what? She gave us the money willingly.
Because she trusted you to take care of her.
But the deed is in our names. Whatever anyone says, it's our house.
That doesn't give you the right to disrespect her belongings, especially something so personal.
Look, I don't need ancient, creepy furniture ruining my modern aesthetic. You should see how beautiful our interior design is.
She could at least keep it in her room.
Julia doesn't have a room anymore. Actually, I kicked her out of the house.
What? What do you mean you kicked her out?
That was our plan from the beginning. After her husband died, she looked so lonely. If we offered to live together, she'd definitely jump at the chance. Then we'd ask for a new house and get our dream home for free. After it was built, we'd kick her out. Perfect plan.
You did what?
Tom said his dad left quite an inheritance, so we had to figure out how to get her to spend it on us.
So this whole time you were just using her?
Of course. Why else would I want to live with my mother-in-law? It's not like we enjoy her company.
Why couldn't you just honestly ask her to help build a house if you wanted one?
Then I'd have to obey my mother-in-law forever. I don't want to be bullied because she paid for our house, and I don't want to take care of her either.
She would never bully you. Julia is one of the kindest people I know.
All mother-in-laws turn into tyrants eventually. I was just being proactive.
This is all too awful.
It's just how the world works. You need to be smart about these things.
Being cruel isn't being smart. It's just being cruel.
All we had to do was make up some excuse to kick her out. I told her to throw away the bench, and when she wouldn't listen to her daughter-in-law, I said we couldn't live with such an uncooperative mother-in-law. I threw away the bench and put all her stuff outside.
You put her belongings outside? Like garbage?
Just a few suitcases. She didn't bring much when she moved in anyway.
I see. So that's what happened.
It all worked out perfectly, though I didn't expect her to disappear so completely. Usually she's so clingy.
She's probably devastated and humiliated right now.
She'll get over it. Old people are resilient. We already got the mansion money, and all that old bag has left is her pension. Once we got our luxurious new house built, she was useless. A pension-living burden deserves to be kicked out.
You really don't know, do you?
Huh?
About Julia's financial situation?
What about it? She's a widow on a pension. What else is there to know?
Julia doesn't just have her pension. She also has rental income from a luxury high-rise condo. Far from being a burden, she's actually super wealthy. And you kicked her out with such cruelty.
What? Ashley, what are you talking about? That old woman can't possibly have that kind of wealth. Tom never mentioned anything like that.
That's because Julia deliberately kept it hidden, but she told us about it.
What?
It looks like her strategy of hiding it was smart after all. If she had told you everything, you probably would have taken it all. Then she really would have been kicked out with nothing.
Wait, what's going on? What did Julia tell you? Does she really have income from a high-rise condo?
Yes, she does. She also manages a parking lot business and owns 2 small apartment buildings.
Huh? Why would Julia have all that? She's just an old former housewife.
Being a housewife doesn't mean she can't have assets or business sense. Besides, she's a former housewife who was adored by her husband. They were famous in the neighborhood for being such a loving couple. Her husband left everything to her.
What did you say?
Her husband loved Julia so much. They were together for nearly 5 decades, and he planned for her future carefully. He started investing in real estate when he was young to make sure she wouldn't struggle. If anything happened to him, he worked hard so she could live comfortably on rental income alone.
Really?
From a young age, he managed parking lots and apartment buildings. A few years ago, they finally bought a luxury high-rise condo. Now just her rental income exceeds what both her sons make in a year.
That much?
That's why she was so generous about building your mansion. She was happy that her eldest son's family would live with her, so she spent millions of dollars and only asked for one small room and a space to put her bench, which you didn't even provide. She got a tiny 6x6 room, and then you kicked her out in such a horrible way. It's unbelievable.
Oh no, what should I do?
That depends. Are you actually sorry or just sorry you kicked out a cash cow?
Of course I feel bad. I never meant for things to get this out of hand.
Julia deserves better than this. Much better. I can't believe you could treat such a kind mother-in-law this way. Whatever happens now is your problem.
I need to find Julia right away. I need to apologize and quickly build her another room. This is no time to be working. I have to fix this.
Do you really think adding a room now will make up for how you've treated her?
It's a start, isn't it? I need to make amends somehow.
This isn't something you can just fix with renovations. You've broken her trust completely.
Hey, have you found Julia? I've been searching everywhere but can't find her. She's not answering her phone either.
Don't worry, I was about to go look for her when she returned. She managed to find the bench in the trash. She's resting at my house now.
Thank goodness. I've been so worried. I'll come over right away. I need to apologize to Julia as soon as possible.
That won't be necessary. I have no desire to see your face.
Huh? Why are you suddenly being so cold, Ashley?
I'm not Ashley, I'm your mother-in-law. Megan, how dare you throw away my precious husband's bench, and then kick me out of the house too?
Julia, I'm so relieved to hear from you. I've been looking everywhere.
Only after you learned about my financial situation, I presume.
No, that's not it. I realize I made a terrible mistake.
A mistake implies it wasn't intentional. You deliberately threw away my most cherished possession.
Julia, that's not... This is just a misunderstanding.
What's the misunderstanding? You, with your own will and your own hands, threw away my bench, and you kicked me out.
Well...
Ashley told me everything. You only ever saw me as a cash cow. I was so happy when my son and his wife suggested living together. I never expected such a terrible betrayal. This is something I cannot forgive.
Betrayal? No, it's just a series of misunderstandings.
There's no misunderstanding. I heard you say it yourself. You planned this from the beginning. Once you took my new house money, you assumed I'd only have my pension left. Because of your terrible assumptions, you lost your golden goose. Did you really think I wouldn't find out? That I was so naive? I can't forgive what happened this time. I don't want to live with you two anymore. I'll leave as you wanted so you can enjoy your mansion together. Just know that I won't be paying any of the mortgage.
But you can't say that. The money is already ours. My husband was smart enough to have you transfer it to his account in advance. Even without you, we can easily handle the mortgage payments.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Megan, but that money hasn't been transferred to my son's account yet.
What?
Transferring millions requires paperwork at the bank. When I went to the bank, they told me, once the money goes into your son's account, it becomes a gift and you'll have to pay gift tax, so you might want to reconsider. So I put the transfer on hold.
What did you say?
I was looking into ways to avoid the tax when this happened, so no, you don't have the money. The monthly payment is $4,500, right? You two will have to manage on your own.
Wait, this isn't what we agreed to.
Yes, we had an agreement. Even though paying in cash would have been cheaper, you wanted the mortgage tax deduction, so we took out a loan, put the house and land in your names, with the understanding that I would cover the full amount.
That's right. You can't refuse to pay now.
Oh, you have some nerve. You broke your promise, too. My condition for paying for the house was, in exchange for covering all costs, please take care of me in my old age. That was our living arrangement, but you kicked me out. You broke the promise first, so I'm breaking mine, too.
But how are we supposed to handle the mortgage payments now?
You two will have to figure it out. The mortgage is in your name, so it's your responsibility. If you can't pay, your precious mansion will be foreclosed.
No way. My dream house with the vaulted ceiling and home theater. My ideal home that we finally built.
Yes, the dream home you acquired through deception. Actions have consequences, Megan.
There must be something we can work out. Maybe a payment plan?
If you don't want it foreclosed, you'll have to make those mortgage payments. Goodbye now.
Wait, please. I'll apologize for everything, so please come back. My husband and I will both apologize. We'll change our ways, so please forgive us.
What? You expect me to go back to that tiny 6x6 room? To live in a 6x6 space while paying your massive monthly mortgage?
We'll add an extension right away. Of course, we'll cover those costs.
With what money? You just said you can't even afford the mortgage.
We'll figure something out. Take out a loan, work overtime, whatever it takes.
It's too late. Nothing you say will make me come back.
What do you plan to do then? Go back to living alone? If you don't come back, we won't take care of you when you need it in the future.
Well, that's fine with me. I can hire professionals for elder care. Thankfully, I have enough income for that. Thanks to my husband, I have no financial worries for my retirement.
No way!
My late husband was wiser than you give him credit for. He knew someday I might face difficulties, even from family.
But family should stick together. That's what you always said.
True family doesn't throw away precious mementos or put elderly relatives on the street. Now I need to go look for a new place. You can tell your idiot husband that I've moved out, and don't forget to tell him about the future payments, too.
He's going to be devastated. This will ruin us financially.
Well, perhaps this will be a valuable lesson for both of you. Treating people with kindness and respect costs nothing, but the price of cruelty can be very high indeed.
Please, Julia, for Tom's sake, he's your son.
A son who was willing to use his mother and throw her away. He made his choice. Now he can live with the consequences.
Hey, Ashley, do you know where Julia is? I want to apologize, but she won't answer any of my calls. You must know where she is.
Yes, of course I know, but I absolutely will not tell you and Tom.
It's been a week now. We've tried calling her dozens of times.
And she's made it clear she doesn't want to talk to you. I have to respect her wishes.
Tom is devastated. He can't focus at work. He keeps asking about his mother.
Perhaps he should have thought about that before treating her like an ATM.
What did you say?
Isn't it obvious why? She paid for your house, and you completely ignored her floor plan requests. You gave her a tiny 6x6 room, then you threw away her precious under-window bench. I can't tell her to go back to a place like that.
But we've changed. We'll have a wonderful life together from now on.
It's easy to say that now that you know she's wealthy, and Julia's wounded heart won't heal so easily. She says she wants to cut ties with you two. Please leave her alone.
Cut ties? With her son? She can't be serious.
She's completely serious. She's making arrangements to change her will as we speak.
Her will? What does that have to do with anything?
Everything. She's removing Tom as a beneficiary after seeing how he treated her.
You've got to be kidding! You're acting like the good person, taking the mother-in-law's side. Are you planning to get all the inheritance for yourselves?
What?
That's your angle, isn't it? Cozying up to Julia so you can get her money when she passes.
Oh, that's disgusting. Unlike you, I actually care about Julia as a person.
That must be it. Is she staying at your house? I'm coming over right now and taking my mother-in-law back by force.
By force? Are you hearing yourself? She's not a piece of property.
She's confused and being manipulated. She belongs with her eldest son.
The son who helped throw her out onto the street? I don't think so. I have no interest in her inheritance. We already received money equal to your new house cost from Julia when you started building.
Huh? Really?
Yes, she didn't just give money to Tom, she gave some money to my husband, her second son too. And of course we paid the proper gift tax. Oh, and Julia said, living with my children and their families just won't work, and moved into a beautiful luxury condo. Feel free to come to my house if you don't believe me.
How is this treating children equally? We had our money taken away. Please, tell me where she moved. We're really struggling with the mortgage payments.
The money wasn't taken away. You received it as a gift, just like we did. The difference is you tied yours up in a house with a mortgage you can't afford without her.
We're going to lose everything if she doesn't help us. The bank already sent us a warning letter.
Well, that sounds like a consequence of your own actions.
Please, Ashley, for old time's sake, just tell me where she is so we can talk.
You created this difficult situation yourselves. No matter what you say, I won't tell you where Julia is. You'll have to figure it out on your own.
Some friend you are. When we lose our house, I hope you're happy.
This isn't about my happiness. It's about respecting Julia's wishes and her right to decide who she wants in her life.
Tom is devastated. He misses his mother. Doesn't that matter to you at all?
If Tom truly misses his mother, perhaps he should reflect on why she doesn't want to see him. Actions have consequences, Megan.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? Seeing us suffer while you play the hero.
I take no pleasure in your difficulties, but I won't betray Julia's trust to ease your financial problems.
Sometime later, Megan and Tom had to give up their house and move back to their old apartment, but they became known around town as the greedy daughter-in-law who kicked out her kind mother-in-law and the terrible eldest son who treated his mother like an ATM, making their lives quite uncomfortable. They sold the mansion at a loss and had to use all their savings to cover the remaining mortgage. As for Julia, she's enjoying a comfortable retirement in her luxury condo. She occasionally visits us, bringing delicious cakes for extravagant tea parties.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.